try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
He's looking to pass. Under fire. And he gets rid of it, throws it away on 4th down. Why? Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I think giving that up, man, you got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Well, that's one way to make sure you avoid a safety. Just get it to the other end of the field. It's 1st and 10 and plus territory. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Man, you think you've got the defense reeling. You just hit them with a big one. You're going to do it again, and instead, sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity, too, because you deliver the haymaker the play before. You got your opponent on the ropes. You're swinging for the fences on the next play, trying to deliver the knockout shot. You can't keep your QB protected. Nice job answering by the defense.
And the 49ers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Olsen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The 49ers are flying down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking for a man. It's Harrell. Rushes on him. With the catch, it's McGowan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively. Even better, getting him on the ground.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
Start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Wants to go up top. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They've got the screen set up. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Corners are going to bail. Quick handoff. A stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive with 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Harrell. Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They punt it away on 4th down. And the returner goes down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit it in the...
Oh, he's got some space. Wide open spaces. The 30, the 20, the 10. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by 7 over Jacksonville State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
To the air, it's Harrell. Gets it out quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the 49ers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The 49ers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They've only converted one time in 3 fourth down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive. Take shot.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a halted and the first down and more.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play on that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Finding an escape route. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Back to pass, it's Harrell. That's caught, it's Nicholas. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Gets away from one, finds some space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rutledge. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They're working that left side. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the 49ers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack.
There he goes! With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. What a cut. Now he's loose. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
They'll leave it with him. The ball squirts free. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The run from the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Running back searching for a hole. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave him.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Throwing on the run. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Going to look downfield again. Fakes the grab on the left. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They'll leave it with the lone back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Bringing the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively?
And it's in there for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 21 to Wyoming. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Find space on the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The 49ers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Harold. Under fire. Caught over the middle, it's Nicholas. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Handoff to the single running back.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Might as well stick with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the 49ers will punt this one away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the single back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to surge it in. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Olsen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third down, going up top. Fires on the move. Complete in the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The 49ers want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell him. He wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Fires to the big fella. And the 49ers get enough for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a man. It's Harrell. Snagged in the middle. It's Nicholas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down. Clock's running. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw it again. Wideout trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first in the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way